Hi there! Today we're diving into one of the most touching and inspiring stories in the world of Minecraft. This is the story of a player whose courage, humor, and kindness touched millions of hearts. He taught us to laugh through difficult moments, to value friends, and to support each other. In this story, you'll see how a simple game can become a place of hope, joy, and real connection between people. Get ready for a journey that will warm your heart and leave a lasting mark on your soul. It all began as a simple game, a world built from blocks and imagination. But in this world, a symbol appeared that would touch millions of hearts. A crowned pig. At first it was just a nickname, just an avatar. Yet soon it became more than that. It became a story of joy, of laughter shared across thousands of screens. A story of someone who could make the world smile, even from behind a monitor. He wasn't just a player. He was a friend, for those who had none. A beacon for those who needed inspiration. A spark of hope for anyone who had ever felt small or unnoticed. Every joke, every perfectly timed strike in the game carried warmth. A connection that went beyond pixels. In a small bedroom, lit by the glow of a computer screen, a young man began to build more than worlds. He began to build a community. Early videos were messy, uneven, but full of earnest joy. Each upload was a tiny window into a playful, clever mind. Viewers came slowly at first, but they stayed, drawn to his wit, his fearless style, and the sense that behind the avatar was someone who cared deeply, even in the smallest ways. Even in solitude, there was a light. He laughed at his own mistakes, celebrated tiny victories, and somehow made every viewer feel included, like they were sitting beside him, sharing the moment. The world outside could be harsh, lonely, uncertain. But in his Minecraft videos, there was joy, there was connection, and there was hope. As his skills grew, so did the world's attention. He became a legend in tournaments, a hero in duels, watched by thousands. But beyond the victories and trophies, he gave something rare. A sense of theater, of playful daring. Every duel, every match, every perfectly executed move became a story. A story viewers could share, laugh at, and remember. Fans didn't just watch him play. They cheered for him. They cried with him when he lost, laughed with him when he triumphed, and marveled at the effortless charm he carried into every match. Technoblade never dies, they joked. And in a strange, beautiful way, it was true. Because even outside the game, his spirit lingered. He could be ruthless in competition, and yet tender in his thank yous. He made fans feel seen, valued, included. Letters, fan art, and small gifts arrived from around the world, tokens of love and admiration. He displayed them, laughed with them, and treated each one as though it carried the weight of the person's heart. And in those small moments, a sticker, a note, a subtle in-game joke, there was human connection. In a universe of blocks, of pixels, of endless respawns, he taught people how to care, how to find joy in small victories, and how to share laughter, even in the face of frustration. Then came a reality no game could reset. He shared with the world that he had sarcoma. His voice was as honest, as dryly humorous, and as full of character as ever. But now it carried a gravity no one had expected. Hospital visits, chemotherapy, uncertainty. Things no tutorial could prepare him for. Even in this, he remained himself. Witty, sharp, full of heart. Fans watched, supported, cried alongside him. Messages poured in from people who had never met him, yet felt connected, because in his games, in his humor, and in his courage, They saw something human, something inspiring. He prepared a final message, recorded in advance. In it, he spoke with his usual wit, but with an underlying ache that was impossible to ignore. "If you are watching this," he said, "I am dead." It was simple, direct, heartbreaking, and yet it was also a gift, a chance for fans to say goodbye, to remember, and to celebrate the joy he had given. That video, later titled "So Long, Nerds," became a shared memory for millions. It was more than a farewell. It was a testament to love, to humor, to connection, and to the courage of facing the end with honesty and grace. The world reacted with tenderness that was almost tangible. Servers built memorials. Fans created crowns and pig statues. Candles were lit in Minecraft and in real life. Messages of love, admiration, and gratitude flooded social media. People shared stories. A lonely night made brighter by a joke. A week of despair lifted by a clever quip. A child learning to play because of his encouragement. For a moment, the internet became a place of collective grieving and collective celebration. Strangers held each other in compassion, all because one player had shared joy and laughter so freely. Even the game itself became a canvas for tribute. The Minecraft launcher honored him with subtle nods. Creators everywhere paid homage. The crown, once just a playful emblem, became a symbol of hope, resilience, and the power of laughter. It was clear, Technoblade's influence wasn't just in the trophies or the duels. It was in the connections he fostered, in the courage he showed, and in the communities he nurtured. His family announced that proceeds from merchandise and videos would support sarcoma research and his siblings' education. Millions turned grief into action, charity into remembrance. The crown that once marked a kill in a game now marked compassion, solidarity, and the enduring influence of a single human being. Even beyond gameplay, he had taught millions to be brave, to be kind, to laugh, and to hold on to joy in the face of uncertainty. Beyond tournaments, beyond duels, beyond humor, he gave people something rare: hope. He taught patience, perseverance, and the art of finding light even in the darkest blocks. He showed that community matters, that laughter matters, that a single person can change the way thousands see the world. Fans didn't just follow him. They carried lessons from him into their lives, turning inspiration into action, kindness, and creation. Now, when players log in, when servers light up, when candles glow in pixel worlds and in real ones, his legacy is felt. The crown spins in memory, a reminder that laughter and grief live side by side, that joy and loss can coexist, and that one voice can echo across a world of strangers and friends alike. Technoblade gave not just entertainment, but connection. Not just victories, but courage. And not just laughs, but lasting memories. Ones that will continue to inspire and comfort millions for years to come. And now, the moment of farewell has come. But even as we close this chapter, the memory of him will stay with us forever. His laughter, wisdom, jokes, and lessons about courage and kindness continue to live in the hearts of millions. Everyone who ever watched his videos, laughed with him, learned from him, or simply felt inspired, now carries his light forward. And may the crown keep spinning, reminding us that even after goodbye, his legacy remains eternal. thank you for everything he gave us. Until we meet again in a world where laughter and kindness live forever.